I was tagged in a collaboration called 10 Questions for Homesteaders. Josh, up at the Citystead, I'll link above and down in the description, is the one who tagged me. Definitely go and check out his channel. He is an amazing urban farmer or urban homesteader, city farmer, like whatever you want to term it. But he is amazing. He has great videos and great tutorials on what he's doing, how he's doing it. He was really big into hugelkultur, which is a very interesting method of planting. So definitely give him a check out and give him some love as well. With that, let's head outside and get started. Okay, so for the 10 questions of homesteaders, question number 1, what got me into homesteading? And honestly, it was the desire to be more self-sufficient. That is the main thing, but then gardening as well. Okay, let's get in here and get the rabbits. Skip. Sweet boy. Number 2, what is something that you want to add to the homestead in 2020? Now, I've talked about all these things before, I've talked about a lot of things that I want to add before, but the number one thing that my goal is for this year is to get the city ordinance changed so that I can have chickens. Or I'm just going to sneak and get them anyway. I don't know. I've been thinking about it. I think I'm just going to do it and then ask for forgiveness later. But chickens 2020. Continuing on to number 3, what is the most difficult lesson I've had to learn so far while homesteading? Sorry, filling the rabbit's water bottles here. The most difficult lesson I've had to learn is that while I'm pretty good at doing DIY projects and making things cheaper, it still takes money to do a lot of things. So I think that's really it. I think I went into homesteading initially thinking that, I'm going to be able to save so much money, that I'm going to be able to cut all of these things, and while yes, eventually I will be able to cut bills off of my expenses, it takes time and it does take some money to get there, and I'm learning that slow and steady apparently is the way you win the race. Number 4, what is my favorite chore on the homestead? My favorite chore is during the spring and summer when I can tend to the garden and work here and be happy and content. Number 5, what is my favorite thing to grow? And I've said lots of different things. Last night on my live, I said cucumbers and peppers and cabbage because those things did really well in my garden last year. But if I'm being honest, I'm going to have to change that. And I'm going to have to say my favorite thing to grow is basil. And I say that because last year, the first thing I did anytime I'd go out to my garden is go over to my basil plants and I would smell them because they smelled amazing. So, digging through my seed collection here, I have got 3 different types of basil. Dark opal basil, holy basil, and licorice basil. And I have several more that I'm getting ready to order. So, it's gonna be basil, y'all. Okay, so now I'm kind of done doing what I needed to do. I'm just gonna chill out and chat with you here in my chair, in my comfy space. So let's pick it up where we left off with number 6. What do you love most about the homesteading community? The homesteading community here on YouTube is just filled with absolutely amazing people. They are so supportive. They are always there to lift you up and encourage you, offer advice, and they genuinely mean it. And they, for the most part, obviously there are always some negative Nellies out there, but for the most part, the community that I'm involved with, they are so incredibly supportive. I've seen them wrap themselves around people that are in need and lift them up and help them out and come together. And it's just been absolutely amazing to be able to be a part of this homesteading community. And they just welcomed me in with open arms and have been supportive ever since. And I wouldn't trade that for the world. I love that. I absolutely love my new Homestead YouTube family. And then moving on. Sorry, I have to cheat. I have to look at my list here. What is your favorite meal that I make? Oof. My favorite meal. That's hard for me because I like to experiment with new recipes and cook different things. But a staple that I'm pretty good at, I make a really good steak fajita. And I have my own like fajita blend that I mix together. And that's pretty much it. I know fajitas are pretty simple, but simple is king sometimes. So fajitas, steak fajitas, that's my go-to dish. And then I usually prefer to have like a side of, I like white rice personally, but my wife likes an assortment. So I usually will do fajitas with some rice. Okay, and then what is it, number 8? What is my favorite holiday? My favorite holiday is Halloween. I absolutely love Halloween. Me and my wife, we go ham every year with our friends Tiffany and Lee and Kylie. We go out and we do haunted houses and haunted attractions. And then we've also gone on our own little ghost adventures and different things like that. And we decorate, and it's just a fun time of year, and I don't know, makes us extremely happy. We get so excited about it, and always trying to discover something new at Halloween. So Halloween is definitely by far my favorite holiday. Number 9, is your homestead... Oop, a light just flipped on. Is your homestead where you intend to settle permanently, or are you looking to create a new one elsewhere? Okay, so the house property we bought here in town, we got it at, it was a foreclosure and we got it dirt cheap. So with that being said, it's almost paid off. And would love to be able to stay here for as long as we can to bank not having a mortgage, but the property is honestly just not big enough. We don't necessarily want to move out into the country. We just want something within city limits that's a little bit bigger, that will allow us to have more garden and animals. Ideally, and there are some properties in town. I could get an acre to 5 acres within city limits. I know that's a lot, but I'd be okay with it. I'd be okay with moving just outside of town as well, but it's kind of hard to call yourself the broke urban farmer when you're not in an urban setting anymore, huh? But whatever ends up happening, it was meant to be that way. So we'll take it when we get there. And then number 10, what are some homesteaders that you follow and enjoy learning from? So I have some bigger name YouTubers that I follow and that I love. I love Jess and Maya, Roots and Refuge Farm, Jen and Zach Stiver, the Stivers Homestead, and Luke at Am I Gardener. So those are the big channels kind of in homesteading that I like. And then, but my family, my jam, Along the River Homestead, Chrissy over in New York, Royal Amethyst Acres, Mandy, she is amazing. And then let's see. For my third one, there's so many wonderful ones that are in my family, but I'm gonna go with Dahlia at the Welcome to Chickenlandia page. She is a queen, and I love her. She is my president. So that wraps up the 10 questions for homesteaders. Hi, Fiona. As you can see, my cat is in my lap. As always, she's attention needy. But I want to also thank you guys for watching. We just hit my 250 subscriber video, and I did my first live, which was a great success. And I am actually at over 275 now in subscribers. And I just keep growing, and that is so encouraging and so uplifting, and I have you guys to thank for that. And so if you have any questions for me as a urban homesteader, small space gardener, trying to maximize the most space I can, please drop them down in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them for you. If I get enough questions, then I'll just do a vlog of viewer questions. So I think that wraps it up for today. So if you have anything, please post down below. And until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.